No. That's the short answer, but you guys probably want a lot more detail and actual reasons why you shouldn't let fighting games die. Well, let me get into talking about the actual talking points of today's vid. The things that we'll go over are the future of what the games can have, the community, and if you're passionate about something, an individual can change it. Let's get started by talking about the future. This is why you shouldn't let games die. Fighting games are going to be here forever with so many subgenres. Whether it's tag, anime, 2D or 3D. Now, this isn't me, but a lot of peeps do want some fighting games to die. Felt like they've lived long enough. Either move on or get a sequel, you know? Best example of this is Dragon Ball FighterZ. One of the best tag games ever created. There are some that share the sentiment that they should stop patch slopping this game and let it die to get on with the next game. The right's being funky right now. I don't know if ArcSys will be willing to support Bandai make this project. Simply put it, Bandai are some cheap motherfuckers. Sequel is very unlikely, but surprisingly the game still gets a lot of support. Why would you let this game die? At Evo France, it was one of the most hyped games to watch with the crowd going ballistic. I say take the support because the sequel may never happen. Hell, if you don't like the current patches, get some homies and mod the game to play previous patches. Go a step beyond it, maybe host a tourney if you really want to. I understand everyone doesn't have that option, but if you truly like this game, you'll find a way to keep playing. Best way to put it is that the future is unpredictable, so enjoy what you have now, and if you don't enjoy it, try something else. That is the best way to put it. A big part of the FGC is that last letter of the abbreviation. Community. If the community wants the game to live, they'll do whatever it takes to make it live. The best case of this is small channels that host wee tourneys for their games, no matter how small it gets. The people that still host BlazBlues, MVCs, and that funny Jackie Chan game. I don't think we should let fighting games die because you miss out on the biggest community moments. The Cell Scream.
What's up, Evo? You already know what time it is. Give it to me.
Oh!
That's the sound of a perfect attack incoming.
Mana versus Big Bird.
Dude, I want that framed on my wall. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life out there.
That one time low tier god was called a bitch to his face.
Bitch! Bitch!
We appreciate Viscount. Or anything with PogChop and versus Real Law, honestly. These two are an absolute treat. Point is, these moments are important, and this came from all sorts of events. I didn't mention Evo Moment 37, because everybody's heard the joke enough times, you know what I mean? How many times are we going to talk about the chicken crossing the road? There's many of other FGC moments worth talking about, so I'm not going to say it. It was cool, yes, but please, we have so much more than Justin Wong getting washed on a fake parry setup. Please talk about other big moments within your community. What are you standing up for?
So smart!
Genius!
So smart, he couldn't burst because of the super. But Washiga thinks it's over! Somebody won the last round! And the red one doesn't hit! He still got 65%!
Oh my god!
Washiga, no!
Washiga not like this! What are you
What are you standing up for?
Why?
Oh my god! Washiga thought it was over!
This is all to say that the community makes the fighting game, and the FGC is one of the best for wanting to make a game live and just being an inclusive community. They'll keep it alive through playing it or through memories, and that's one of the best things about fighting games is that we should let them live on as much as we can. Now the last one is a bit difficult, but it's passion. Individual. If you are passionate enough, you can keep any game alive within your community. Sometimes an individual is all that's needed to keep a game alive. This could be someone that hosts tournaments constantly, shelling events, or being a content creator. The best example of this is probably Yunya. He's one of the GOATs as he's kept the BlazBlue community alive for a really long time. Like, those fellas ain't seen a game in a hot minute, and their last one was a 2D hack and slash. My head would be going insane. And you gotta appreciate that the fact that that game is still alive, that community is still alive. Mostly because of Yunya. I haven't really heard this game otherwise. I will say though, he does my head in because he knows how to bait the Strive community into everything. Like, it is insane. I respect him, I do, but my god does he do my head in. When one person tries hard enough, they can support their community and encourage them to play and try their game. I was in the boat where I didn't like BlazBlue, but with enough convincing, I decided to check out, and I fell in love with Taker, and I would recommend others to check out that game. Guilty Gear Strive, Tekken, maybe not 8, but you get what I'm saying. I would say play a lot of these games. That's the whole point in the Grappler deep dives for me recently, is figuring out why I like these older games, and I love the fact that people try to keep it alive. And individuals can affect games in a negative light as well. This is something you've got to remember. When Ares realized he was one of the main reasons why Tekken had such a big audience, Bandai and all that didn't really appreciate him for his loyalty, so he said F this and F Tekken, and now just streams random games.
Pretty cool. I wouldn't have expected that. Dude, this fucking game sucks. Are you looking at the offense of this game? It's so weird. You're like, what the hell is this game? One of the most skilled Mishima players in history. The guy we just watched is like the inventor. He is like the keymaster, the originator. And watching him play right there looked like I was watching a 10-year-old fucking play.
An individual like him could add more to the tech community, but it led to the opposite effect with more people backing out. This is to note that the individual being passionate enough, being big enough, could actually take away from a game. I wonder what would happen if K-Wiz, Mainman Sweet, and Brawl Pro all decided to back out at the same time. Do you think that would cause Tekken to maybe die? Do you think it would become a little bit less of a player base? I don't know, but I think it's something that's worth discussion. I think content creators, if they're passionate enough, can affect their game in a positive and negative light. This is all to say, you can be the reason why people play the games you like. For me, this was Maximilian, dude. He has been pushing this agenda for ages that fighting games are awesome, and he's the main reason why I dived deeper into the genre. For example, I got into Killer Instinct because of him. I checked out Guilty Gear because of him. I checked out a lot of cool fighting games because of him, because I was only a Tekken head, really unexperienced in the world of fighting games. And because of him and his passion, he's created so many content creators that want to show their love for the game and try to put it in a bigger light and get people to play it more. And you gotta appreciate people like him, and I'm trying to say that you can also be that person to do it. If you really like your game, you really love your community, get involved and just make stuff. You want a game to stay alive, share your passion and persuade people to check out your games, man. Is there times we should let a fighting game die, and that's when you've had enough of it, is the best way to put it. If you don't want to see it and you don't want to play it, you don't have to, right? It's all perspective, and this is what I'm trying to show you, that your perspective and how you think about these things and how everybody thinks about these things is a big deal. I hope that my words have reached some people within the community. I hope some look at their passions with a bit more optimism. Fellas, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe and like. Try to get to 5k subscribers to talk about Zangief, my personal goal. So check out the membership system. It helps me fund for trips, and I do cover a Grappler series, and I hope you guys give me some suggestions. I'd want to get a little bit of a break from it, but I'm in love with grapplers and fighting games, if you can tell. My chud son's right there. Well, that'll be the end of today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, I hope this kinda inspires. I hope you guys get involved a bit more in your community and try to keep your games alive. I know I'm gonna try. Peace out, fellas, and have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.
So am I alive?
Oh yeah, not this one. I mean, you're alive, but like, just not in this video. More the grab series. You get me?
Cool.
Yeah.